I have cancelled 88 in patterns. Destiny is forged by coded pattern. I would like you to listen. One of the ways to know you have a destiny is that the destiny you have compels you to unveil a pattern. To unveil a pattern. If God is always coming to you, you should know the pattern that attracts God to you. That pattern is more important than prayer. It's a pattern. When Satan wants to hurt you, he will encourage you to break the pattern. All the people you see that didn't arrive anywhere in life, if God didn't know that they should arrive somewhere on steps made in pattern. On steps made in pattern. Now it is in the pattern that their destiny is forged, coded. Now, but every life or destiny has its pattern. So when God called me to ministry, I have to know the pattern. Let me say again. I said when God called me to ministry, I knew that it was necessary for me to know the pattern of living that should make me fulfill a kind of assignment. When 100 days is over, I will start a personal retreat. Now, not coming out on my own. I will introduce another pattern that can give me personal retreat. Because of my assignment, I do more retreating than preaching. It is not possible for a life to be safe in pattern and is still subject to ridicule. If a life must be subjected to ridicule, that life must be devoid of pattern. And if Satan wants to ridicule people, he will send agents to them to break the pattern. To break the pattern. Listen to this. Delilah didn't just remove the eyes of Samson. Huh? She just destroyed the pattern of Samson. Herod killed John after destroying the pattern of John. Because he knew that John cannot die from the wilderness. The wilderness has an altar that must protect John. I said the wilderness has what? Has an altar that must protect John. So he pulled John away from his security and brought him to the palace and started feeding John with what John can eat. So the angel of John left John so that John can die. It's a calculation. Let me explain something to you. If your life doesn't have a pattern of preservation, then you don't have a destiny. And when you see somebody who is trying to encroach on your pattern, just know that he's an agent of darkness because he wants to destroy you finally. Just like you're a girl, it is in your pattern that you don't stay away. You don't stay away out of your house in the night, and somebody wants to introduce into it. If you're looking at me and you don't have 5 patterns you can't break, I have to tell you, I said, I've told you that I don't cross this gate. If you hear me, if you see me at this gate now, just know I'm going home. That's it. You can't make me walk up and down. It's not possible. Sometimes when I say some things about myself, people believe you're talking too much about yourself. It's not talking too much. I'm trying to help you to see there's a pattern that is sustaining God around me. I don't know whether you're hearing me. Now, when you are with a man, when you are with a man, like you're here now, you're with a man whose life is pattern. You're already blessed in following that pattern. You're already enjoying the help of that pattern. The help, because that pattern is rich. Because you participate in it, you are great. That's why it will take great servants to serve great men. Because it will take somebody who is great to follow a strong pattern. I don't know what you're hearing. I said it will take somebody who is great to follow a strong, protected pattern. Now, in following that pattern, the pattern blesses you, but patterns are coded. You're just a girl, and somebody proposed to you, and the moment he proposed to you, he is trying to make you, has not even married you. He's trying to make you to create a pattern you have set. You have done what? Set. Listen. 25 years before that day, in just one contact, he said it doesn't matter. How? It will matter because that is a pattern that he likes in you, and he must not break it. No, he must not. He must protect it. You should follow me out and say, "Come, I'm not following you out. I'm not you to follow me out. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to." He said, "But I want to marry you." He said, "But you've not married me." It's as simple as that. Listen, wherever there is an honor that lasted long, pattern was created and respected. Nobody gets frustrated from it. It's not possible. Somebody said and Moses became a god. He didn't follow a pattern. Personal pattern. If an angel come and he didn't create, there is no around. When a strong spirit is with you, there must be a pattern. Now that pattern, I call it coded, because even the pattern itself is a secret. Oh, excuse me. Have you not seen a young girl, a particular young girl, and from your calculation, there's something wonderful about her. There's nothing. But you see that men are going to her before you, like about 5 men have come to her for marriage. And then say there's nothing about her. What is that about her? That you're more beautiful than her, that you're more learned. You're talking. There is something that is talking to her when she closes her mouth. That is pattern. Coded. Hear me. Whether she tells you or not, the result will be there. I said whether she tells you, the result. Because God will never deny that pattern. And if somebody's destiny is delayed, when I tell you this now, go on. If somebody's destiny is delayed, listen, whether the person tells you or not, there is obvious vulnerability. Vulnerability is first of all spiritual. That means you have respected nothing. You have used your life to respect nothing. And that's why a powerful angel cannot be with you. I have never seen somebody who set boundary on his or her life for a long time that shame didn't break. What happens is that as you meet people and they meet you and you don't say anything, the glory of your preservation of high world life, they will see it with their eyes. What you cannot deny the earth from is contact. If it's meeting ourselves, we will meet ourselves. Now it is when we meet that hollowed life is seen everywhere. Hollowed lives. What? Hollow everywhere. Don't forget that I passed for 33 years. Don't joke with me. Oh. I know hollowed life. Oh. I know empty life. So empty life that one big blessing. People who have not kept themselves, they want something that God kept. How? Whatever that will attract something big for you, we make a demand on preservation from you. When nobody's watching, it's a fellowship. That is why we swear. Let me tell you something about God. I don't know what I've told you, or maybe I've told you once. Listen. Those of us who come in the realm of God, we live for ourselves, not for human beings. I say we. No, we live for ourselves. We live for ourselves. That is why if you talk against a God, God will kill you. You see, because a God is more conscious of himself than the way you can be conscious of him. And maybe somebody hear what I said. I say a God. A God is more conscious of himself than you can be conscious of him. You see, because gods are preserved by a spirit of truth. So there is no falsehood in gods, even if they are fallen gods. No, a God cannot be false. Because it's true. When the Bible says in 19 from 11, he said his name is faithful and true. That is a God. There is no God that jokes with faithful and true. Because you see, they have conquered fickleness. So they reign in the heavens. And then they maintain separation from man. And then they are fixed. They are there as God controlling men because they are faithful. So you don't accuse them. If you're a man who is struggling with fickleness, you cannot accuse something that is already true and faithful. How? When you are not. So are you surprised? Let me repeat what I just said. You need to hear it. I said whether it is Amade, Uju, when you hear Ngelu Kelu, the one Ugbo Basilope, Olokun, what made that name to come to us? Because the name has reigned. The name through faithfulness. The name of Olukun has reigned through faithfulness. So it survived time and seasons. Because Olukun is true and faithful. Which are not the character of men. And then somebody who is not true and faithful is trying to attack Olokun. How? She will punish you. She will punish you with fire. I told you, the day I fought with Ishigu, when she saw that I was after her, in fact it was 2018, the first time we laid the foundation of 104 room. We had program in Ekulobia. And then on Sunday we had the program in Galilee. And after the program, I did some counseling. I slept. When it was like, the Nonyeze was pastoring a Ekulobia church then. So when I came out, I saw him on top of that place where there is water. And I said, come, I called him, I said, come, let's go and pray. So we went to that building now. I stood on top of that place. I was looking at the valley. 104 room. So then I started cursing Ishigu. And when they could very seriously, I was angry. I was cursing two of them. As I was cursing them, I cursed them too much. And they, that place was bringing back what is called echo. When I stood there, I like what happened that day. When I said, I command in the name of Jesus. When I went away, I would say, I command you in the name of Jesus. It will come back to me. So I liked it. so, so I stayed there for long because of that thing. So from there, I came. Some people, someone like Uncle Abraham was still around then. Someone like Pastor Blessing, we were praying. They came out. So we started praying around that place. And then when it was 1, I went to my room. When I went to my room, I was about to sleep. The Lord said, listen, you know what you have done, don't try. So I put my 2 legs on the floor and then lay on my pillow. Short while, Ishiku came there. And then she came with her preservation. That's the first time I know that God have preservation. Only her preservation was choking me. Only her preservation. Now somebody said we prayed. No, there's a difference between praying and staying. It wasn't praying that I prayed, it was staying I stayed. And only God can stay. True and faithful. No, thank you. I said only God can stay what? True and faithful. There is no God that is not conscious of true and faithful. All right. Creating multiple spiritual channels. Creating multiple blessable spiritual channels for miracles. Creating multiple blessable spiritual channels for miracles. Now, when you see great women, all great women you see on earth that are intelligent, that are great, they are women, they are great. They marry men that understand how to create multiple channels. They don't just marry a man. They marry a channel creator. A man can have about 8 channels, power channels, through which blessing come to you as a wife. I say through which blessings come to you as a wife. Now, it is different from marrying just a mere man. There are men that are men. When a man doesn't have a channel outside him, he's just a man. When a man have another channel, 9 channels in joining to him, he becomes 10. It's just like an octopus. Even in ministry, all the men that reigned in ministry, they were men that had multiple channels. They are one with so many channels. So it makes them many. That God gave him a name that is above every other name. That's the channel.